Good morning, friends. How are you doing today? All good? I'm doing pretty fantastic. So I thought maybe I share a little bit of this thrill in me with you. However, once in a while I have to remind you that you need to meditate. You need to meditate, and only you need to meditate. Not me, not someone else. Because most of the time people think that I have to meditate to be the right person to be sitting here and guiding you through a path that perhaps people think will lead to enlightenment. No, my friend. First thing first, you need to know that I am not an enlightened being. I'm just simply me with this fat ego sitting right here in front of this fantastic ocean. And I don't really have much agenda on this channel except one, to make you meditative, to persuade you to meditate. The rest is just my game, my nonsense. Don't cling on to my game. Don't cling on to my nonsense. Create your own nonsense. Create your own agony and suffering. Don't get involved with mine. Let me do my own thing and go on my own path, and allow me to be just simply a reminder. Sometimes I need to remind you to meditate by posting a video. The video does not matter. What's inside it, it does not matter. What matters is that when you see that cover, when you see the video, you meditate. You forget about anything else. You remember yourself. For once, allow yourself to be this ego that constantly you're escaping from. Because what? People told you ego is bad. Because what? You listen to some other people's nonsense. Man, if you don't realize this ego, you cannot dissolve it. So don't try too hard to jump. Take the step one at a time. First, observe this ego. What is this ego? Who is this ego? Go through that self inquiry of asking yourself, who am I? This will simply change your life. This will simply allow you to see who you are. You don't know. If I ask you, who are you? You have nothing to tell me. Absolutely nothing that is not outside of you. At best, you can describe yourself the way that you think others perceive you. Any other way is just simply abstract. And that abstraction is only available to you. That abstraction is only available to your being. Therefore, when you sit with yourself and meditate, You just look at this abstraction. Observe this abstraction. Go beyond that identification card. Go beyond that common belief. Go beyond that whatever someone tells you that this is how you should feel when you meditate. Well, simply, that's not your goddamn business. Your business is to meditate yourself. So, remember, I do not claim that I am attained any levels of this enlightenment. That's the first thing you need to remember. The second thing you need to remember, I'm also not a nice person. So don't expect me to be nice with you. And if I'm not nice with you, well, now you know. I'm honest. Honesty hurts. Truth reveals your sting. Truth reveals that you are corrupted. That's how it is. Literally and figuratively. The truth is, every human being is corrupted. Sometimes with religion, sometimes with genetic, sometimes with this possibility of being born in this world. No matter how, don't think of yourself as someone so pure. You know, you cannot go through this life, you cannot go through this conditioning in life, you cannot go through conditioning in the world that we are living in and consider yourself pure. No. The very conditioning itself, the very programming itself, there are so many if statements in your programming. If you do this, this happens, then that happens. This is your programming. In the context of programming, you're simply a variable. And a variable can be changed anytime, at any given moment. It's not important at all. But it's actually fundamental of this programming. Fundamental of this conditioning is the variable. Therefore, you're the variable. Literally, you, that you that we identify each other as, is the variable. And variable can be changed, emptied, refreshed anytime in this programming, in this program. Come out of this variable state of life. Come out of this conditioning, this if statement. Stop the if statement before entering in it. If you want to question something as some good or bad situation, that's just an if statement in your programming. If you want to see if this duality makes sense with your reality, it's just simply an if statement. If this, therefore day. If that, then night. Meditate, my friend. Meditate. I'm not selling you anything. Please remember that. Yeah, I might sell you a course, I might sell you a membership, I might sell you something. But remember, none of those things that I sell to you is going to help you. The only thing that is going to help you is you. It's simple. It's direct. It's the truth. At the end, it's you that gotta come to the state of action. You gotta do something. You gotta get out of that shell. If you stay in your shell, yeah, you might live, I don't know, even a fully entertained life. But you never really get to celebrate life as a human being. You never really get to dance. You never really get to sing. You never really get to sit around fire every evening and feel the warmth of this fire. Most of my subscribers, most of my audience, viewers, whoever they are out there, based on the statistics that YouTube show me, are men. 90% it says male and I don't know, 9% female and some other percent unknown. 90% of this channel, this audience that comes across my videos are men. Men are actually very easy to manipulate. Therefore, I can easily manipulate you. I can easily do whatever I want to get to my own what do you call it? Let's say goal or achievement or agenda. But I don't want to manipulate you. Manipulation is an ugly act of conditioning, programming. I want you to manipulate yourself. At least you have that much right. At least you have that much birthright to manipulate yourself, not fall into the trap of basic instinct. Because that's just how most of the programming works. That's just how most of the conditioning in life for men works. Men are so easy to manipulate because they are so easy to show what their interest is. Woman is not so easy to manipulate because they don't ever show you what's their interest. It's so hard to understand what's a woman's interest. And the reason is women are often introvert. They know themselves very well. Therefore, it's really hard to manipulate them. But men, they don't know themselves at all. They're very extrovert. And they already show that, okay, what we are interested in is female. What we are interested in is in just simply pornography, in sex. This is our biggest interest, psychologically, biologically, systematically, conditioningly. It's just easy. Give us sex and we are satisfied. Therefore, this is the problem. Therefore, you gotta come out of this sex mentality. You gotta come out of this sex conditioning in life. You gotta come out of this manipulation. And to do that, the easiest way is to get back to basic. That's what I often mention because I think to know oneself, it's easiest if you get to the basic. And your basic is actually before sex. Your basic is food, then sex. However, we live in a society, live a world that for men this priority has changed. Is sex, then food. Man, get back to food. Forget about this whole sex. Get back to basic. Get back to this body. Get back to this present body that allows you to be whoever you want to be. But you don't allow it. Drop the idea of doing something profound with your life. Do something basic. Do something simple. Do something feminine. If you really want to manipulate this masculine body, do feminine things. Go to dance classes, yoga classes. Look at the yoga classes, yoga sessions, all females. Like even females took over a man's creation, they understood much better. Yoga is very manly. Yoga, in essence, is very masculine. But go to any yoga class, it's all feminine. They turned it to something absolutely in a way that belongs to them, to dance. Right? Dance is feminine, the delicacy of that. Yoga is masculine. Yoga is strong, powerful. But then woman took over. Not that I have any grudge against them. I'm just trying to simply make a point here that look, go to yoga classes. Man, this will change your life. And whenever you go to yoga classes, please don't objectify females, because the best of your imaginations exist there. That's the truth. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Therefore, you're afraid of yoga classes. At least for me, I was afraid of yoga classes for so long because, man, it's a big struggle to not get involved into objectifying female. Right? Therefore, go to yoga classes and stay present, stay powerful. Look at your body. Look how it moves. Find, this is again, don't take it too literally because it will kind of backfire on me, and I just don't want things to get backfire on me. Therefore, I have to be careful all the time, remind you that I just talk nonsense all the time, like all the time. Any word that comes out of my mouth is absolutely nonsense, and I would never take any accountability for my previous videos. I contradict myself all the time and all of these things because I have to go through this process to make sure that you're not clinging to anything. Now I want to tell you, try to find different yoga instructors, find a female instructor, find a male instructor, and observe how they teach their yoga. Observe, learn from them, learn from the instructor. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. But if you stay in your center, they are awesome. No matter bad or good, you stay in your center, learn from the feminine, learn from the masculine, learn from your body, observe it, look at it. Let me know if you watch this video in particular, because these are the videos that really matter to me. Because these are the videos that we create the bond. These are the videos that we sit together, we meditate together, we allow each other to be in this moment. Therefore, I will create a better bond with whoever that is like watching certain videos. Some of the videos are just for the mainstream. And mainstream, I'm not interested. I'm interested in this little stream. So, yeah, let me know. It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be with you. It's a blessing to be able to go through this life. Magical. Take care of yourself. Much love. See you soon. Until I go there and stop it. Bye bye.